So let me say hello and welcome to Capture's AI-powered and interconnected ServiceNow technology workflows webinar. A safe harbor notice: this webinar will be recorded and the participants will receive the recording. Your microphone is muted and the webcam is disabled during the webinar. There will be a Q&A session at the end, so you can basically issue your questions during the webinar, and my colleagues will answer it, or if anything is left, then we will discuss them at the end. So thank you again for joining today's webinar. I am Gergely Talabér, SPM and ITSM architect at Capture, and I will be your host for this session. I have 15 plus years experience in service and project management, both on service provider and on the client side. During my professional career, I was working with ITSM, ITOM, financial management, and project portfolio management as well. If you ever wondered how to get more out of the ServiceNow instance, as it is quite a big investment, let's say, beyond using individual modules independently, you are in the right place, let's say. This isn't just about IT workflows. We are here to explore how connecting the dots, basically, within the ServiceNow ecosystem to deliver powerful and strategic business outcomes. So let's take a quick look at the agenda. We will start to talk about some challenges of the organizations and how the different ServiceNow tools can help. We'll go through the platform very briefly, reviewing the technology excellence related modules themselves. After we had the understanding of the technology, we'll jump in the middle of some use cases to see some real-life examples, how the different components can work together. Later, I will show you some examples for future developments as well, what opportunities we have, and at the end, we will have the few minutes for a Q&A session. So let's begin acknowledging that common challenge. Many organizations implement ServiceNow modules in silos. While each module delivers value in some extent, the real power lies in the platform's integrated capabilities, so connecting the modules themselves. So why it is a challenge at all? Well, turning platform into data, into actionable information takes more than just implementation. It requires data-driven mindset, how the implementation is done. And alignment to frameworks like common service data model across cross-functional visibility. That's what today's session is about, moving from an isolated use case or to a connected intelligent platform that supports basically strategy decision-making. What you can say about ServiceNow that it's a cloud-based platform that unifies digital workflows across IT, HR, customer service, and other business functions. It is used basically to drive automation, efficiency, and innovation. It provides a single platform system leveraging AI, low-code tools, and else, and use a shared data model to streamline operations and deliver a good, seamless experience enterprise-wide for everybody who uses it. So it basically implements workflow and automation within a certain area of operations, and also provides the possibility to connect the dots between different applications and components, what you can see on this chart. What are the challenges of this platform? Because it's not just one. The first one is the siloed implementations across business units. Different teams implement ServiceNow modules independently. For example, ITSM is implemented by IT, HR service delivery by HR, and this leads to fragmented data, workflows, and governance. A good example is when ITSM and SPM are used completely separately. So when demand is raised from incidents, it doesn't inform the strategic investment decision. Second one is data fragmentation and quality issues. Data is not normalized across the platform, especially if common service data model is not fully adopted. Like CMDB has multiple entries for the same application with inconsistent relationships. next one, underutilization of out-of-the-box capabilities. Teams often rebuild the functionality, what we can see, that's already available out of the box. This leads to wasted effort and technical depth. Good example to mention here is to a custom-built dashboard, recreate reports that are standards in strategic portfolio management. Next one, lack of process standardization without unified governance approach. And here we can mention ITL4 or SAFE or TOGAF. Process design differs across different modules. Change management in ITSM, using ITSM follows ITL4, but release management in DevOps doesn't align with the CAB approval process, and this creates delays and confusion in the system. Insufficient platform strategy and architecture. This is one I wanted to mention because all organizations sometimes lacks of ServiceNow platform strategy at one. That aligns business and technical architecture and the data models. Like new modules are deployed without understanding how they integrate with existing applications, leading to duplicate data entry and broken reporting and so lots of customization. Change management and adoption gaps. Even when integrated solutions are built, end users may not adopt them due to unclear value or change fatigue. So they like a unified request portal is launched, a new one, but users still go directly to individual teams via email, outdated links, or contacting someone on Teams because this was working before, and they do not adopt the new solutions. And the last one, difficulty demonstrating the return of investment platform-wide. This is a problem because it's hard to prove business value when improvements span multiple processes and departments. So everybody has an image about ServiceNow, but nobody has a complete image and understanding how this works. So savings from for example, CMDB accuracy indirectly reduces the service downtime, but without KPIs and are defined, you cannot show this impact. What I want to talk about as well is the siloed organization. So let's talk about this challenge. Departments like IT operations and finance and HR, PMO and procurement often operate completely independently, each with their own system data goals and processes, while specialization brings expertise. It also creates barriers that slow down the decision making, basically, cause duplication and reduce agility. For example, IT might onboard a new system without finance input to cost implications. HR may launch workforce plans without alignment from the PMO for upcoming projects. Procurement might negotiate contracts without visibility of the long-term IT strategies. These disconnected decisions will lead to overspending for sure, inefficiencies and missed opportunities. The root of this issue isn't just basically organizational, it's a lack of shared visibility and collaboration. So what can be the solution here? We need, at the end, a unified platform that brings these functions together working, not just technically, but strategically as well. So a system like ServiceNow offers a common digital foundation, a base, where processes are connected and data is shared and workflows are automated across departments. Imagine a new world where IT, finance, HR, and PMO, and for example, procurement as well, all working from the same source of truth. Project demands flow into resource planning, financial impact is assessed in real time, and procurement is aligned with both strategic and operational needs. And HR can support workforce plans based on the actual project pipelines and business priorities. Breaking down silos isn't just about tools, it's about building a connected enterprise where every function contributes to a shared mission with full transparency. what we can say that IT became a nervous system of any company lately. This nervous system highly predestines the growth potential. The main aim to increase this competence level to your organization. Regarding this chart, on the x-axis, you see the competency level of the organization, which represents the potential to solve problems, reflect to business needs, and else. It does not show the expertise of individual contributors, let's say, rather the ability to work together in a common goal. It contains like communication matrices and cross-functional processes and automation, things like this. The epsilon axis vertically represents the nature of the case you need to manage, either if we are talking about operational incidents, projects, or risks, demands, or anything else. Some of them are well known, and some of are partly or completely hidden, lying as a trap in the shadows. Undiscovered security issues, overspend on licenses or hardware, running out of warranty, all are good examples to these problems which needs to be addressed well. The goal here is to move the competence level from the red part, where the teams are separated from each other and the proper quality data is not available for decision makers or actioners. So the issues cannot be solved efficiently, to the green part of the chart, where people, processes, and tools are optimized. This leads to an organization which can solve the upcoming issues fast and efficiently. By proactively optimizes the processes. Basically, this competence level will decide the possibilities to grow, which can put your organization to the next level, definitely. I created this theory when I was working as an incident manager some years ago, and I realized that when there was not enough information to identify the nature of the incident, what I was working on, and there was no proper escalation matrix to be used or contact matrix, the incident resolution sometimes took days, literally. Not all cases, but in some cases. This is happening in the red part of the chart. When we were able to localize the issue and or identify whose expertise is needed, then the required time decreased to maybe some hours. This is happening in the yellow section. While if we know who to involve and also know what to do, and basically have all the information, the mean time to resolve the issue was just minutes, literally. We arrived into the greenfield. The task was to build up the data foundation and the frame of collaboration within the organization to decrease the MTTR, the mean time to resolve, dramatically from days to minutes, basically, sometimes. Transforming the support, the data to supportive information. This is basically a data-driven approach, and there are certain steps what we need to do. How to do this, I will show you in a few steps. So establish data strategy. Before anything technical is done, ensure that your data efforts align with the key business questions. What decisions are we are trying to support? What metrics drive success in the operation or in the compliance, or what are the consumers of this data, example, the end users or the CIO, product managers or service owners. This is all questions what you need to answer before you define the data. Second one, normalize the data structure, and a very good tool for this is CSDM, the Common Service Data Model. It's the ServiceNow frameworks to link and normalize configuration items with business services and relationships between different elements. Implementing a strong CSDM foundation is a key here to link project records, for example, with offerings and services and CIs, ensure the services linked to applications and infrastructure CIs within the CMDB. This enables platform-wide reporting, technically, so the different personas can see the reality on demand. example, which services are costed the most or which capabilities have the highest incident volume. Enforce data quality. You cannot trust basically what you cannot validate, and clean data drives better analytics. So what you need to do here is to use data certification for the key CI types, implement data policy, and then transform to standardize the inputs. Next, use performance analytics for intelligent reporting. As we have data, we can build up performance analytics, which provides trend-based time series KPIs across modules. Next, we need to think about how to integrate context across modules, like incident tries to tied to services, project budgets, or CI health can drive risk scoring based on operational degradation. Like cost plans in SPM can show actual expenses from ITFM and show how cumulative variance looks like in a PA widget, I mean performance analytics widget. Augment with automation and AI. I mean, ServiceNow itself is a very good tool for automation, and using AI can bring you to the next level. So you can use this to detect trends, then suggest the next actions. We can mention here predictive intelligence, virtual agent analytics, and at the end we can use Flow Designer to manage the upcoming lessons. At the end, and the last one, create a strategic dashboard for decision makers, which is easy to understand and always show the current status, which is provided by performance analytics or platform analytics. These people need to process a lot of information to make decisions, which can be made way more easier by providing some well-designed dashboards. And yeah, the next experience is a great help here. Let's talk about a few words of common service data model, which means structuring and relating your ServiceNow data in a standardized way so it becomes meaningful, reusable, and strategically valuable across the platform, from ITSM to SPM, ITAM, ITOM, enterprise architecture, and beyond. CSDM provides basically the blueprint to connect business context with technical execution, allowing you to unlock powerful insights and automation as well. I would like you briefly introduce the key ServiceNow technology excellence modules, as ServiceNow has lots of components built in, but we are now focusing on technology excellence and how they work together to drive the digital transformation. At the heart of the operation efficiency, there is IT service management. Majority of the companies implement this first. It manages the core IT processes like incident management, problem management, request fulfillment, and change management, ensuring that services run smoothly and users stay productive. They have everything what they need to do, and they have the appropriate tools. Supporting this highly customizable, there is the IT operations management. The main aim is to discover infrastructure, monitor system health, and proactively resolve issues before they impact the business. ITOM feeds data into CMDB, which can be used as a baseline to manage, for example, ITSM processes. So I know what is happening, but then if I have a good CMDB, reliable CMDB, then I know what is happening on what configuration items, and I can use this later on. The next one to talk about is IT asset management, which manages the life cycle and the cost of hardware and software assets as well, while the CMDB basically shows us what we have. ITAM shows us how much does it cost and what is the life cycle stage of it. Basically, we can optimize our investments. It also provides vital data for ITSM for informed support and operations. One step further, there is financial management, which brings transparency to IT spending. It links operational data from ITSM, from ITOM, and from ITAM to budgeting and forecasting, helping ITs to show value and align cost with business outcomes, basically. At last, finance people can have their insights of the IT system again in real time. All companies, in some extent, should manage their strategy. So this is about strategy portfolio management. It orchestrates demand management, idea management, project, program, and portfolio management as well. And this is the component which makes the strategy live by keeping basically moving forward with projects and actions. Finally, enterprise architecture acts as the strategic backbone, providing a clear map of for the organization's current and future technology landscape. It helps align capabilities, IT capabilities, with business goals by defining basically standards and guiding the technology choices. Also ensuring that all initiatives from operations to strategy portfolios fit within this framework. So basically together these modules form a unified ecosystem connecting strategy to operations and at the end enhancing the transparency for everybody who works with this tool. Let me show you an example of the interconnected functions between IT services, IT service management, and strategy portfolio management. One of the major processes of ITSM is incident management. Basically deals with upcoming issues where something stops working when it should work. This can be a service like an email or hardware asset which stops working, like a laptop or a network router. Major incidents occur when some critical services stops working, which are essential for the companies to operate, like affect the production for the transportation of goods in case of factory. Usually, all of these incidents requires investigation. The situation is the same if the organization faces with recurring incidents affecting some major workflows or affecting multiple users, for example, in the same time. The problem management process is involved and during the at the beginning and during the investigation, and experts at the end of the incident resolution are collecting data to create a root cause analysis. This work can lead to multiple results, let's say. Sometimes a simple change can solve the issue, like hardware firmware update or else. In other cases, the problem cannot be solved without design changes in the infrastructure or the application landscape. To cover these cases, demand management process should be involved. When additional resources can be involved here, so like infra or application architects or business stakeholders who needs to decide how to handle the demand. And when additional investments are required, like, I don't know, install a new server or capacity or add capacity to a database, it requires financial decisions as well, starting a new workflow of approval. If the problem is so devastating, which justifies the investment, and the new project, even a small one, can be initiated from the demand. The power of ServiceNow platform is that you can do these steps directly in the platform after necessary decisions are made, while without these possibilities, doing this work takes way more time and usually involves informal communication channels if they are there. But if if you have a problem like this and you don't know who to ask, then resolving your problem can be a long and painful process. Again, a new good example is technology portfolio management, which is basically essential for tracking the life cycle of business applications and technologies. And on this chart, you can see multiple interconnected modules. Enterprise architecture is connecting to data coming from ITOM, operations management, discovery, and service mapping, while service mapping connects to IT asset management. The whole system is responsible in this case, to create reusable software models, which is beneficial for both EA and the software asset management, as well as they can be used for defining software products and support enterprise architecture technology portfolio management, as well by defining the currently used software technologies. Moving on, let's talk about a bit strategic portfolio management and enterprise architecture. They are connected on several ways. Here I just bring up some examples. The first one, demand and capability alignment. Capabilities are basically business capabilities which are done by the company. So here SPM captures, for example, business demands, strategic initiatives or projects, while enterprise architecture defines business capabilities, what I mentioned before, architecture domains and technology standards, which means that demands and initiatives in SPM can be mapped to these capabilities and architecture components within enterprise architecture to ensure that basically investments support strategic capabilities. For example, business demand is about to launch to implement a new mobile customer portal. This is linked to SPM, to the digital customer experience capability defined within enterprise architecture, ensuring that the investment supports basically the priorities and the business goals. Second one, project and technology impact. SPM manage the projects and programs, and while these affect applications or infrastructure elements, enterprise architecture can identify which applications and technologies or business processes are impacted. Investment rationalization is the next one. As SPM tracks funding and resource allocation, enterprise architecture informs whether the technology or application investments are aligned with the target architecture or should be retired, like, I don't know, proposed 500K investment in Tableau is evaluated in SPM, and DA flags that the organization already has Power BI as the standard agreed BI tool, promoting of a consolidation decision. Next one, road mapping. SPM is responsible to create strategic roadmaps for programs and initiatives, portfolios as well, while enterprise architecture provides the technology and the application roadmap, like SPM roadmap for IT modernization includes moving HR systems to the cloud, while EA shows the required infrastructure behind that, a middleware transition need to the next 18 months, for example. And it's important to have the same common data models. Both modules can be shared objects defined independently, like business capabilities defined in EA or business applications as well, technology models and strategic objectives, which can be consumed and used by strategic portfolio management. What are potential further developments? Let me show you two examples for this. First one is contract management. Why is it good to implement? Contract management improves the vendor governance itself, so reduces the risk, aligns legal terms, and IT and business strategy. Contract management in ServiceNow centralizes the creation, storage, and tracking and renewal of contracts if needed across the departments, providing a single system of record and the single system of truth ensures that compliance and basically reduce financial risk. Implementing it within ServiceNow enables that automated workflows, proactive notifications, and the integration with procurement, vendor, and legal processes, driving efficiency, and also provides transparency and accountability in large scale. And as you can see listed here, contracts can be linked to vendors, assets, users, software models, and services. So it's not just lies in the system independently from anything else, but basically linked to a lot of things. Next one example is the total cost of ownership. Total cost of ownership provides a holistic view of all direct and indirect costs associated with IT assets, services, or projects over their lifecycle, enabling more accurate budgeting and value assessment. Implementing TCO tracking in ServiceNow allows basically the organization to make data-driven decisions by integrating cost data with the CMDB and financial management as well, and of course project portfolios. This leads to smarter investment and strategy and cost optimization. So currently TCO can be calculated manually or semi-manually using the data from IT financial management, asset management, SPM, based on the CMDB and the assets. There's a native TCO module in enterprise architecture, so can you use this? However, it's separated table currently, although the platform supports the required data structure to connect different costs elements to the business applications. So what we can do, we can create TCO dashboards by service and application, so we can roll up project costs, asset lifecycle cost, licensing, labor, and cloud spend, for example, per business service. We can automate the TCO attribution, do the TCO benchmarking, and time-based real-time TCO tracking for everything what we need to follow or have to follow. Now, technology excellence and AI capabilities. The next topic what I want to mention to you. There are a bunch of possibilities, and it really depends on how mature you are in these AI use cases. Let's start with predictive intelligence. What it does is it automatically classifies priorities and routes, for example, tasks, incidents, requests, changes, and as using machine learning. An example is that ITSM incident we have can be linked to an ITOM operations management alert, automatically mapped to CMDB CI, prioritized based on the CI's priority and impact, and task can be created in ITAM for a review, for example. So multiple modules can be mentioned here. Second one is virtual agent and generative AI. This can have a big effect on users because it provides basically a conversational interface that guides users across multiple domains seamlessly using contextual understanding. So a user chats, for example, about a laptop issue, and virtual agent access ITSM to create an incident about that, to get this laptop fixed, checks ITAM for the asset ownership, and queries human resource delivery for if there is any onboarding context to solve this issue. Next one, performance analytics and forecasting. Basically, it uses historical and real-time data trends to predict service degradations or resource shortages in the future, like SPM forecasts resource gaps for upcoming projects, and it recommends ITOM optimization, triggers ITSM changes or capacity scaling. Next one, process optimization. Uses AI to analyze flow, execution paths, and detect bottlenecks across the modules, like detect the delay in procurement process, identify dependency on slow change management approvals, recommends process automation via flow designer, and it can be implemented easily. And last but not least, AI ops. This means artificial intelligence for IT operations, correlates events, anomalies, and metrics from infrastructure to provide root cause analysis and service impact prediction, like AI ops detects CPU spikes on a server in the usage and connects them to a CI within CMDB. So it's not just we know what is happening, but what is the CI, what we have a problem with, and notifies the change manager in ITSM, for example, triggers then at the end governance via strategic portfolio management that some major changes needs to be performed. So basically, this is the this is it. And what is coming up next? I know that this was a very, very brief presentation about what possibilities ServiceNow provides. So this is why we held future webinars. We will go through each topic, and as you can see, the next one will be IT asset management in June. September, we will have the ITSM. October, financial management will be the topic. November, we will talk about operational management. In December, strategy portfolio management. And based on our plans, January, we will close this with enterprise architecture. So the summary of the next event contents will come soon. And please subscribe to our newsletter and LinkedIn page. So let's get in touch. Here you can find my email address, my phone number, and a link to my LinkedIn profile. And yeah, basically that's it. Thank you for your participation, and let's see if we have any questions in the Q&A session. So one question you have mentioned that AI-driven automation in ServiceNow. What's one low-effort use case you have seen that delivers quick return of investment and is easy to teams to adopt? Chatbots. I need to mention these because it's a great help for end users, and yeah, it's easy to link. But basically, what I wanted to suggest is to try to use the built-in out-of-the-box functionalities of an AI. Then utilize those, and based on the lessons learned, as you go forward with implementing those, then you can build up the upcoming and most important AI use cases and try to find the solutions for that later on. You know, these out-of-the-box functions are low-hanging fruits, basically, to be implemented. And if there is no other questions, then is it possible to get a copy of the slide deck? What I know is the recording will be sent over the participants. If there are no other questions, then at the end, let me thank you for your participation and have a great day.